How you guys doing out there? Man, today is fucking hot. It's fucking hot. I got on the sweater. It's fucking hot. But I gotta keep the sweater on, man, because later on it's gonna get kind of cool. So shit. We done went from 100% of rain to 75% of rain to back to 100% of rain to back to 70% of rain. So yesterday it was raining all day, man. Shit, I thought that was gonna be a flash flood. Anyway, I thought I would come on and just do something short, make my face known, make my face visible, stuff like that. Um, Man, what's in the news? What's in the news? I put something up early today about Boosie, man, and some of Boosie's shows. Like somehow Boosie shows be Boosie does great shows, man, but Boosie, man, the wrong kind of people come to Boosie's concerts. Not disrespected, man, but some of that shit just don't be safe, man. I really don't do those type of shows no more like I used to because I've never felt safe with myself at all, period, when going to shows like that. So I try to be safe, y'all. I try to be safe with myself. But if you go into a Boosie concert, you're guaranteed that some shit gonna break down or go down. So not blaming Boosie, he got good music, but sometimes the music gets the crowd rowdy the wrong kind of way, y'all. So it can get a little bit reckless out there with some of Boosie's audience. That shit be crazy, man. Anyway, moving on from that. What about the Myrtle Beach woman who caused the fires? Who decided to light up a fire during strong winds? I think she had a bonfire at her house, the pit. Like, she used her pit on strong windy days and shit and fucked around and caused people homes to burn. Shit like that. Like, who does that, man? Come on. You can't be starting fires on a windy day. You can't do that. But I read that they may be pressing charges against her for starting fires. Like I say, they don't get fires down there in North Carolina like that, unless somebody starts some. I really don't see North Carolina or South Carolina as a dry state because it always rained there. They just got a lot of rain yesterday, 100%. They just got 75%. So they get a lot of rain out there, y'all. So it really don't, it's not really a dry state. So for that fire to start, it's the winds. The winds carry the fires. Those little, they call them embryos. And I've saw that before in California, how that shit flies off and it, falls on top of somebody's roof and causes another fire and shit. So that shit can really happen. Only you can prevent forest fires. That's what Smokey the Bear used to say. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, the Boosie concerts, man. Back to the Boosie concerts, man. That shit can get kind of reckless, man. Shooting this shit, it gets dangerous, uh, reckless. One time, shit, when I was in California, shit, I went to a Nipsey's memorial, and he fucked around, man, and at his memorial, man, out of respect, just paying respect, they're going to his memorial. The lady was talking about how women should protect to tell their men to stop the violence and make sure they're not shooting or anything like that. And somebody yelled out, "He got a gun," and the crowd just ran. Everybody's holding their cell phones trying to record. And then all of a sudden, I'm holding my phone like this, and I got carried into the crowd like this. And my phone dropped. And it was a stampede. And I never experienced a stampede before. But that day by the Marathon store, I experienced that. And I saw cell phones before my eyes while everybody's holding their cell phones and cameras. I saw cell phones just drop with the stampede, and everybody started running. I got picked up and took off just like that. And my phone dropped, and it was blood, it was flip floppers, it was cell phones. Shit was scattered everywhere, y'all. And I was like, damn. And I got pinned against a car where I couldn't move. and they started stepping on me and shit. A stampede. I don't know if y'all ever experienced a stampede before, but I have, and that shit hurts, is dangerous, and you can die. You can die. And how you doing? Like, share, and subscribe. And look, so I got stepped on, I got pinned against the car, my shoulders, my face, my nose, all that got stepped on. And once that crowd dispersed, and check this out, y'all, I saw the Muslims, like the security, they were there, but they were like in the street, and they were just like this. They never turned around. This crowd dispersed. It got wild, y'all. By the time that crowd spread it out, you saw flip floppers, you saw broken candles, you saw blood, you saw cell phones scattered, cameras scattered, purses, wallets, pocketbooks, everything on the ground. And you saw people just picking up people's stuff, putting it in their pocket. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Just because somebody yelled out, he got a gun, and it made the crowd just disperse. It got real crazy. So yeah, when you go into like a Boosie concert, man, all kinds of things can happen. I don't mean to say that, but yeah, it may be some gunfires. This not the first time, y'all. This is not the first time this has ever been spoke about. You can Google this, newspaper articles about some of Boosie's shows, people, shooting and stuff. Not disrespecting him. I'm pretty sure, he wants the crowd to enjoy themselves and not go buck wild, go crazy and shit, You don't want nobody to do that. But sometimes people come to your shows and they come the wrong kind of way. Or better yet, maybe you're meeting some of your ops, AKA your enemies, AKA beef, people you got beef with, people that you don't get along with no more, and all of a sudden y'all meet up and shit, and gunfires get pulled out. This happened one time in Texas. I read an article. Young man went to the fair there. They got this big fair in Texas. I think it's at the Cotton Bowl. They have it at, with a big Texas shit standing real tall. And he was there with I think he was there with his daughter, I believe. And he ran into his ops, and he had a gun on him, and he shot back at them. And I believe they shot back at him too, but I believe he shot back at them. So he had the weapon, and he got charges pressed on him because he wasn't legal to carry the gun. Now, it's legal to carry a gun in Texas, but if you don't have the papers to be legal to carry, it's against the law. That's just how it goes. And so that's what happened to him. And they ended up pressing charges, and I'm pretty sure the fair did too, where he's banned from coming to the fair anymore. But to hear how this guy died and how the shots went off, stuff like that, it can get a bit crazy. So, I think, sometimes, let me sit right here, guy. Starbucks. Let me tell you, look. So I get the pumpkin spice, but they're out of pumpkin spice. So I do this cinnamon doge. So I could have that sense of spicy on my tongue, my taste buds. So I'll get that instead. But yeah, so it gets crazy, y'all. The young men get out here and, they shoot their guns, man, and they don't never think about the people that they may hit, they just shoot. So I recommend you not using your gun in a crowd. If you got enemies like that, why go out there and they're going to be there too? It's like going to the mall. You meet your friends at the mall. Then all of a sudden you meet your enemies. And so somebody's going to have a gun on them, or somebody may not have a gun on them. And it just all depends on how bad somebody want to get at you, y'all. Somebody want to get at you that bad with a gun. It's just, I think the world is just, not the world, but people in general are just full of fucking anger. They're just full of anger. And you can't tell me I'm wrong when I mean about some people are full of anger, they mad, they can't say nothing nice. They gotta take something out on you and shit because they mad. They gotta say some shit, just try to parade on your day and stuff, It's just how the world is. But here's the crazy part about it. You'll never see their faces, especially online. They'll say mean stuff to you and, uh, you know, just real crazy stuff. Like I got a comment right here. Are you turning yourself in? Stuff like that makes no sense when people talking like that. I just ignore them. I don't even pay attention. I swipe, I block, I take the comments out. That's how we start. We YouTubers now who are on here now, we just swipe, delete, block. It's just real simple. So no one can really rain on your parade. But remember, I told you, the world is filled with a lot of angry people, pissed off, mad. Some people jealous, angry about what you're doing that they're not doing. Create something, build something, and watch somebody say something mean and nasty or just downplay it. It's just how the world is. The new world. Where I come from, we don't do that to each other. We bring each other up, you know. And that's what we do. We bring each other up. But for these demons running around, these trolls running around, we don't pay them no attention. We just let them just blow by and let them just be who they are themselves. That's one thing about understanding people you run into. First impression, yes, but always look at the second impression of a person. Because eventually when they get used to you, then you start to see another side of them come out. And when you see that other side of them come out, that's the person that you want to be paying attention to more. First impression, nah, I used to believe that because everybody said that as a trend. Nah, just wait. Because people go through other changes within themselves. That's what you want to look for. You know, like when something don't go right for them, they'll get mad at you and you be like, damn, shit, sorry. You know, they start off nice, but then all of a sudden you want to see what they go through, what their everyday life is about. And sometimes people take stuff out on you and shit. It's just how it goes. So, you know, I'll never be an angry person. Never been that way right there. Never, ever been angry. I've always been a good person, quite pleasant. I don't have time to do the anger stuff. It burns me out. And my body is like this. If I'm feeling some kind of way, I'll shut down before I let myself get angry. Because I just learned how to just handle my emotions. I've been doing that. I believe I came into this world humble. So I've always felt like laughter and love was always best for me, you know. And yeah, okay, I will admit, sometimes I'll use my anger a different kind of way, meaning if somebody's trying to, you know, embarrass me or somebody's trying to, you know, do something that's stupid to make themselves look good. Sometimes you want to check people and let them know, I see what you're doing. Announce your name, demon. Or call them a rat, stuff like that. But not picking on people. Not picking on folks. But people do those types of things to you. They try to bring the worst out of you. You know what I'm saying? So what is this coming right here? Think toxic people want to bring the worst out of people, bring the worst in people. Had to set boundaries and cut relationships. Definitely. I've always done that. It's easy. Shit, block, swipe, delete. Or don't pay them no attention. Don't pay them no attention. That's what I do. My life has always been managed that way. I know what to be around and what not to be around. It always works for me. And you're blessed more in life that way because when people start, if you let people change you, you're going to change into these different people, especially people that you love. People that you love can change you, but you got to have control of yourself and understand that everybody's playing this acting script, y'all. Everybody's playing this acting script in life. And sometimes everybody got a script in life can be real ugly. Ugly. What role you playing? But people got their own acting scripts. They do. And the way I feel about it is, you know, their scripts got to change in their life or they perish the way they are, you know, within their own scripts of themselves. So people got behaviors that, you know, we have to learn. We all do. You know, coming to earth, you have to learn. You don't come here knowing. Some of us do, but a lot of us don't. And so when you leave this earth, you gain knowledge and information here of how planet Earth is. What's after this? Nobody knows. But there is a place after this. Nobody knows what place it is. So you're here to learn. You're here to change. What is your purpose here? What is your purpose here on earth? And sometimes that's all of our searches, like where we want to go in life, you know. And sometimes we're lost souls and we don't know. Because sometimes we get lost and caught up into the things that perish us in our future, what's ahead. See, I can get around the energy of people and I can tell and I can understand everybody's mindset and I can tell where it's going. You know why? Because I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I know the script of it. I know where it ends. I know how it's going to play out. It's just simple. You know, to be here longer on earth, you start to learn those things. Hey, I made mistakes. I had to learn myself. I'm not perfect, but I'm experienced. I am experienced. I always tell people I'm not perfect, but I am experienced enough to know better. Boom, you cut that shit short right there. Because people will get angry and saying, you think you're better? Nah, I'm just experienced, that's all. But if you think that you know and understand this situation that you're going through, cool, we'll leave it like that. Life plays a role. You just reading your script that you're playing in. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, wow, it's 4:30, guys. I gotta make a run. Let me read the last comment. You're muted. I'm muted. I hope I'm not muted. No, I'm not. I can't be muted. It's impossible to see. I can't see in my light. Damn. Anyway, I don't know if I'm muted or not, y'all. Press 1 if I'm muted, y'all, because I just pressed my mute and didn't say. Your eyes are spread apart so far. No, they're not. You guys be funny on here, man. Anyway, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I love coming on here talking to y'all. I love to read the comments, the bad ones, the good ones, including the funny ones, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. You heard it first.